INFJ, INTJ, INFP, INTP, introverted, intuitive, deep thinkers. If that's you, then you know the feeling. Have you ever forgotten to eat? Missed your body's signals until it screamed for attention? Felt like the world around you was barely real? Do you live in your mind and only visit your body? Because here's the thing. Some people get lost in distraction. You get lost in reflection, and sometimes that means your body pays the price. You're at your desk, a draft open, a design forming, a theory unfolding, a connection, a vision, a puzzle piece snapping into place. You chase it. You become it. Hours pass, and then suddenly, your neck hurts. You're dehydrated. You didn't move for 4 hours, and somehow, you're surprised. Sound familiar? And here's the thing. Everyone loses track of the body sometimes. But for certain types, the intuitive introverts, it's not just an accident. It's a pattern. A rhythm they fall into again and again. To see what that really looks like, let's step into their world. Meet Layla, the INFJ, age 35, occupation, trauma therapist. Her NI pulls her inward, toward patterns in human pain, unspoken symbols, and emotional undercurrents. FE tunes her to others, to how they feel, what they don't say, what they might need. But her SE, inferior, gets ignored. She forgets to breathe deeply, to stretch, to eat after a draining session. Her TI tries to help her make sense of it. Why do I feel this way? But she can't always find the logic. Until the tension builds, and she crashes, emotionally or physically. She says, I don't know what's wrong, I just feel off. But really, it's her body begging for attention. Meet Aris, the INTJ, age 42, occupation, tech startup founder. NI plans 5 years ahead. TE builds systems to make it happen. But under pressure, he locks in, hyper-focuses, skips meals, forgets water, stays up just 1 more hour. His FI, tertiary, whispers things like, you're pushing too hard, but he drowns it out. Then SE, his inferior, bursts in. A sudden urge to binge, to overtrain, to fix the body in one intense session. Either he ignores the physical world or tries to dominate it. There's no middle ground. Meet Elia, the INFP, age 27, occupation, freelance illustrator. She lives in FI, tracking every emotion, value, and nuance of her inner world. NE opens doorways to endless what-ifs, alternate lives, and ideal futures. But when the world outside gets too loud, SI takes over, pulling her into rituals of comfort. The same playlist, the same tea, the same hoodie she's worn for 3 days. Her TE inferior could help structure a routine but feels too harsh, too external. The body becomes a passive passenger, used, but not inhabited. Until something breaks the rhythm. A moment of stillness, a scent of jasmine, a soft breeze, and her awareness returns, like sunlight slipping through the curtain. Meet Rami, the INTP, age 22, occupation, engineering student. TI craves precision. How does this system work? What breaks it? NE pulls him into rabbit holes of complexity and edge cases. SE loops routines without question, skipping meals, all-nighters, staring at a screen for hours. He doesn't notice fatigue until his hands tremble, doesn't register hunger until he's lightheaded. His FE, inferior, might want connection, but he's too out of sync to express it. And when SE, his trickster, finally shows up, it's too loud, too bright, too much. He doesn't know how to be in his body. But sometimes when he's tinkering with something physical, building, soldering, sketching on paper, the mental fog clears and he feels present. So why does this happen? Because all four types, INFJ, INTJ, INFP, INTP, are introverted intuitives. Their focus is inward, abstract. Their dominant functions, NITIFI, are all internal processors. Their minds are loud, their bodies, not so much. And their sensory functions, SE for INFJs and INTJs, SI for INFPs and INTPs, sit at the weaker end of their stack. For some, that means inferior. For others, tertiary. In both cases, it makes embodiment harder to sustain. That means INFJs and INTJs have inferior SE. It flares up under stress or disappears during focus. INFPs and INTPs have SE as trickster, unreliable, elusive, sometimes jarring. Their SI is there, but focused on memory and internal patterns, not immediate sensation. And their inferior TE or FE makes it hard to build sustainable structures that support embodiment. So the body becomes an afterthought, a container, a tool, not a place to live. But here's the cost. You forget to breathe deeply. You stop noticing the light outside your window. You delay sleep. You numb pain. You disconnect. And slowly, you start to feel like a ghost in your own life. You can't feel joy if you're not in your body. You can't feel safe if you don't even know what your body needs. Your ideas are brilliant. Your insights are valuable. But they were never meant to float in space. They were meant to live through you. So how do you come back? INFJs return through SE. When they slow down, a walk in nature, the feel of fabric, the sound of wind through trees. When their body feels the now, their NI becomes clearer, not clouded. INTJs find balance when they release control of SE and allow sensory unpredictability, movement, mess, touch, breath, not as weakness, but as a foundation for even stronger strategy. INFPs reconnect when they use FI to honor the body, not judge it, to see physical needs as emotional truths in disguise, not shameful, not trivial, just human. INTPs return when they apply TI to embodiment. Sleep becomes system efficiency. Nutrition is energy management. Movement is input-output balance. The body becomes a code worth optimizing. You don't have to choose between insight and presence, between mental depth and physical aliveness. You don't need to escape your inner world to be here in this one. You just have to return to your breath, to your senses, to the signals your body has whispered for years. You don't need to become someone else, just more whole. So tell me, when do you forget your body, and when do you feel most present in it? What brings you back when your mind has gone too far ahead? Drop it in the comments. Your story might help someone else come back too. And if this resonates with you, Episode 15 will explore how to trust the external world when your internal world feels more real. Thanks for watching. See you on the next episode.